Understanding Us is recorded in front of a live studio audience and contains potty mouth cuss words. If you're easily offended, then be fucking careful. Bitch.
Preparing for podcast launch initiation sequence. Sweating a little bit, go. Getting fresh haircuts, go. Slightly nauseous, go. Adjusting nutsack, go. Finishing the milk, go. In 3, 2, 1. I'm final approach. You are green to start podcast.
Well, here we are.
Here we are.
We have landed.
We have landed, sir.
Man, it's taken a lot to get us here, but we did it.
That is true. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, man. Yes.
Well, everybody, I'm Russ,
And I'm Jordan.
and we are Understanding Us.
Mm-hmm.
And this is our maiden voyage.
This is it. This
We're
is the
virgins.
first. Yeah. Cherry
Well,
popped.
no longer. Yeah.
No longer.
Here we are.
No longer. Yeah.
So for this, we're actually shooting on location inside of a Navy destroyer, which is like awesome that the military let us
Yeah.
do that.
They didn't stop us. They just kept waving us forward.
They
So-
were like, "It's your first episode, of course."
Yeah, they were
we
like,
get it.
"Oh, Understanding Us. We've heard of you. Yes,
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah.
That way, sir." They saluted us. I was like, "Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah."
You know what's weird though is like these sailor clothes are getting kind of itchy
You know,
at the moment.
I think the guy put me in a small one on purpose. I
The
think
joke's
what-
on us,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
know, like they're watching us right now.
Yeah,
But
Yeah, they are. They are.
I'm proud to be a seaman. What can I say
Yeah.
for the first time in my life? Second time in my life,
Second time.
which is kind of weird to just revert back to that state.
Number 2 for me
Number
too.
2,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
but,
perfect.
But I'm wearing the full sailor cape. You going without the shirt. Very brave.
Yes, yeah. Well, I wanted to show off my tattoos, so
Oh,
you know.
hey,
Yeah.
show them if you got them.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I always say.
Yeah.
So obviously this is our first episode,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, like this whole thing is a journey,
Yes.
and I had you build this giant spaceship for us so that way we can take a bunch of people with us. What were the specs on that? How many people are actually able to go with us on this journey?
Well, anywhere from like 1 to 2, definitely 2 because we're gonna fit in there. Maybe the producer can
Yeah.
fit.
Okay.
Oh man, hopefully at least 10 will
Okay.
come.
Yeah, I'm imagining like you know, like this incredibly front runner multi-ethnic group that just makes Gene Roddenberry look like a bigot.
It's
you know,
it's
his
the
vision.
episode. I want the cast of Lost in here. Yeah,
Consider it done. I'm writing that down.
Yeah,
Cast of Lost.
in
Okay.
here. Yes,
Got it. So I think we can have a cargo bay that can hold as many people as want to come with us.
I did put that in just
Okay.
in case.
Okay.
Just in case.
Nice. And does this ship have a transporter?
Yes, it does.
Good. Okay.
Yes,
then
it
I can
does.
stay on it, because if it didn't, I would have get the hell off right now.
No, I put that on just for you.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So this show is about us exploring all these different worlds and themes.
Yes.
And this episode is probably just us talking to get to know
You, the listener.
and get to know each other and like what we're doing here. And in
An
future
idea.
episodes, man,
Yeah.
we're going to go on all kinds of journeys and themes. And that's what's cool about this show. It's self-sustaining. It's like a hippie garden where like it could go on forever. If humans die, this show
It would just keep going. It would just keep going. Yeah.
And that's what's good about it. So
Yeah.
so we're going to have all these themes, and you know, listeners or people who heard about the show can go to our website and actually like turn in stuff they want us to talk about. That's kind of cool.
You submit whatever you want to hear about.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah.
Circumcision on up. I mean, like anything.
There's nothing too low.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
So
man.
we've been trying to get this going for how long now?
Oh, I think we said it earlier, about 2 years.
2
to be
years.
honest.
Yeah. And it just seems like one little thing
After
could slow
another.
it down or whatever. Like, and you have seen that episode of Always Sunny, right?
Oh,
Where
yeah.
they're like trying to get a
They're trying to
podcast
get-
going.
And they think it's going to be so easy, and they put everything up, and they set everything up. They have all the right mics, and then the second the music fades, they're dead air, dude.
Dead
they have
air.
nothing to talk
Here
about.
we go.
Dead air.
It's going to happen to us. I have a feeling.
No.
Not.
What do you feel about the war?
And that's what I love about Jordan is, let me introduce you to the man, the myth, the woman, Jordan. He is never short of words, and that's why this is a good partnership, because if I start flailing and I run out of breath,
I
one
can
second.
pick it right up, and my rhymes are bottomless. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. No. Oh man.
So that's why we're kind of drawn to one another as well.
Yeah. We yin and yang.
I'm
we also spoon a lot.
I'm getting waved at by a seaman over there. He's, I think, keep going. I'm thinking he's saying, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
He's
yeah.
allowing us to keep shooting here
Yeah.
on the poop deck. I think they call this.
Well, there was a guy swabbing it, so I'm pretty sure they only swab the poop.
And
deck.
I don't even think he's military, which is weird.
He's not dressed like military.
Security, come over here, please. We have an imposter who just really wants to be on the show.
He's killing our vibe.
Yeah, he heard about us. He heard.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we're going on this journey, and it's been a long time coming.
Mm-hmm.
And
Long road to get here.
long dusty road.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
feeling like I gotta have like rock boogers from the dust.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you could see us at the end of the journey that it took us to sit in these seats, we'd look like Mad Max, like just dirty, dusty. We have scarves made from old clothes. The shirts that have worn up, they
Kind
can't
of
be
tattered. Like
Yeah.
I'm imagining what they try to make the guys look like on The Walking Dead.
Yeah, we have fashioned knives to the bottom of our boots to kick people because
Yeah.
we've ran out of bullets. We
Yeah.
have nothing left.
And you haven't seen Watchmen yet, but little spoiler alert: knives on boots.
Oh, yes.
Let's just say that happens. in
Yes.
that. So one little side note here,
Yeah.
and I think we've talked about this before, but no one else heard us, so here we go. Tyrese's beanie on The Walking Dead had that tear in it that was so obvious.
Yeah, like this is a worn beanie.
This is a worn beanie. This is what it looks like whenever you haven't had new clothes in a couple years.
In a couple of years, and
And,
you're
like,
surviving the apocalypse.
I'm imagining a young intern in Hollywood
Yeah.
or on the set or whatever, like using
No, that was that
a toenail
intern-
file
Yeah,
to
that-
like make the tear.
No,
in the
they went
beanie.
out and used a branch. Like they actually scraped it with a branch. No, that was I could.
Hey,
just see-
homeless guy, wear this for a second
Yeah.
so it looks like it's actually real.
The actor actually on his casting call walked by a homeless man and just said, "Give me that." And just took it from it.
Yeah. It was in a Ross, and a kid was actually looking to buy the
Looking at
beanie,
it,
and
yeah.
they're like, no.
No.
That's that. All those clothes on The Walking Dead are from Ross,
From-
from to start with, and then they go and make their modifications.
yeah,
and
right.
You know,
They
dump-
improve them.
put gasoline spots on them,
Yeah.
and like zombie blood or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but I thought I had gotten away from that beanie, because Tyrese, spoiler alert, I'll give you 5 seconds. No, I'm just kidding. Tyrese, when he dies,
When he eats it.
I'm like, I don't have to look at that fucking beanie anymore. But then it shows them burying him, and
He
the
put it-
beanie's on the cross.
So what's sad is if you came across the gravesite, you would see
it showed
yet
it,
again.
It was like in your face one more time.
One more
Here's
time.
that beanie again.
And the tatter was like the center of the shot. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
that's its mouth. And if it was to say something like, "I'm so sorry, Tyrese, I couldn't keep you alive."
Oh,
you know,
well, Tyrese was a pussy. That's why
Yeah.
he died in the first place. So
You know what's
beanie
funny?
or not, he couldn't save him.
You know what's funny is my wife called it. She was like, after one episode where he showed like some sympathy or some compassion, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
My wife just went, "He's weak." Like those were her words, and I was like, "Whoa."
You were just about to say like you respected him or something.
Yeah,
but you were,
yeah.
like, eating those words as they came out of your
in
mouth.
my heart, I was like, "It's good to see forgiveness in the end of the world," you know. And Heather was like, "He's weak."
She's fit, man. Like she's set for the end of the world. So
Oh,
that's,
dude,
that's
she's
all that
ready to
means.
go. She's ready to go.
So can I come to your house if something happens?
Absolutely, bring your
Okay.
guns, because all I have are blunt weapons.
That's apparently what you need.
What you'll need. I don't
And-
rely on bullets.
And boots with knives,
Boots with knives.
apparently. So, anyways, we've come down this long, dusty road. We've killed a few walkers, I think, along the way too.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is like,
Yeah.
I hope they were walkers. I mean, it was dark, so
Well,
I
they
don't
were
know.
fucking ugly, so they deserved it.
Tweakers.
Tweakers, probably?
You
I
know,
don't
that's
know.
probably what's actually going to happen at the end of the world. It's just not a zombie takeover. It's just a
It's a
tweaker,
tweaker
takeover. So you have to battle them. For the
Super
rest
meth. They're just like,
of a super strain of meth spider
yeah,
bit
meth
someone
spider.
and on, you know,
Yeah,
down the line.
as it goes. Yeah.
24 hours later, World
16
War Z.
Yeah, 16 dirty needles later. You know, World War Z. So there you go.
It spread from Portland to the rest of the world in 24 hours.
No.
Which was just crazy, right?
Oh my god. Oh,
I watched it like it was
and Portland's been used. You know?
it's the hipster mecca of the world. They can
They can do it.
they have thick skin. Let's just say that.
Yeah, they do.
So I watched a I'm watching a lot of National Geographic, whatever's,
Sure.
Drugs Inc., all these shows.
Sure.
Because I'm addicted to TV. They had a show
It's
that.
ironic.
Have you ever seen TV? It's good.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you, they know
I'll
we
check
like
it out.
it.
When I get home, I'll check it out.
Check it out.
I will.
If you don't like it, it's not for everyone,
Mm-hmm.
but it is for everyone. Which is kind of weird.
Pretty sure there's something on there
Yeah.
for everyone.
There is, I promise you. You're cracking me up.
Sorry.
He was like breathing away from the microphone, and it looked like he was like blowing. He took a rip off a joint,
Yeah,
and he was like trying to be polite. So
I didn't
he
want to
blew
burp
it
in the mic. I'm sorry,
the
guys.
other way.
I'm being polite to the
It
listeners.
is.
I don't want to burp.
and you
in
don't
the
want to
mic.
get him secondhand high.
Well, yeah. Oh man.
But anyways, it was the show about meth and where it started, and like no joke, it was like up in Washington, and one of the main places it came down to was down into Oregon and down into Portland. And like became like it showed the arrest records of the people who had been arrested for meth charges or whatever,
Okay.
and then like within a year, 2 years, it shows them again, and it's like they're Smeagol now.
They're kind of hot, and then the middle ones, it's like, oh, they can get their life together, and the last one, you're like, Tales from the Crypt. Fuck no.
Yeah, you were a hobbit.
Yeah.
Then you turn that weird monster. And
Monster
then,
in between,
and
and
then
then
finally you're like Smeagol is what you end up. You're eating raw
Where
fish
you're-
down by the river.
Yeah, where your eyes glow if you look in a certain way, like in the moonlight.
Yeah, like a cat's
Like a
eyes.
cat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like if you're driving down the road,
Yeah, you see just
like
the eyes.
the tweaker's eyes, you
Yeah.
can catch them because of like the copper behind it or whatever that is.
Oh my god.
But anyways, Portland, I love you. It's just TV told me that this is true.
Yes.
So,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
what-
Well, it came from TV, so
Came from TV, which came from the internet, which has to be true.
has to be.
So, anyways, we came down this long, dusty road, many trials and tribulations,
To get
walkers,
here.
tweakers,
Tweakers,
and
things in our way.
just like turtles that we had to stop and like let cross the
cross
road,
slowly. Yeah.
stop other cars, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Make little bridges for the salmon to go.
Yeah. Dam up a
We're-
river, undam a river. You know?
It takes work.
Yeah,
that
it
takes time. So
It
2
is
years
funny.
is actually not bad. If you
No,
ask me.
no. We aged a little bit. We matured a little bit.
Yeah.
Farts are still funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
and that's what this show's about. So
Yeah, there you go. Nice segue
I
here.
have to say this. This show is what it is.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we talk like 8-year-olds.
Yeah, no, and we want you, the listeners, to not be ashamed of that. Like to kind
Embrace.
of listen. Yeah, embrace it and kind of
group hug.
This is a place where you can be like, oh, we all get it.
Oh,
like
this is where I belong.
This is where I belong. These are my people. This is
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
People that don't take themselves too seriously.
Yeah.
And,
The world's way too serious.
way too serious
not
now.
to laugh at boners.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the word alone.
Right?
Yeah. Dingus.
Ding.
You know.
Verkamp.
Verkampt. My verkampt is huge. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's where we've landed in
Yeah.
this land of immaturity. But, group hug, we're all together in this.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can journey together.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Jordan and I mean, here's another thing we have in common. We come from like homeschooly backgrounds,
Yeah.
almost like
Yeah.
we both have a good amount of public school
public
up
school.
into like 1 or 2 years each of homeschool,
And then homeschool. So we've
So
experienced that too.
We've been heavily saturated like a rag in taco grease in the homeschool culture, which is watching movies all day.
Which, yeah, you don't get TV when you're in homeschool. You don't. But
do-
you get
yeah,
movies.
that's weird.
You don't get cable. That's what I should say. You have TV. You have
Right.
TV. But you physically have a TV, but you do not get cable.
You do not
at
get
all.
any kind of subscription.
No,
So, like,
no.
like-
You don't. I don't know what was going on. Like I didn't see certain shows that people talk about.
Yeah.
I just missed them
and we don't know
Missed
any
'em.
different
No, we
until
don't.
we're told.
until we're told. So.
And we're like, wait, what? I'm out of this conversation. No, it for some reason that's funny. I never questioned it at the time why you don't have TV
Mm-hmm.
because your parents are strict buttholes. But you know what I mean? Like they obviously are homeschooling you.
Yeah.
They want to shelter you from
Oh,
the
yeah.
world, including the outside demon that is the cable.
The
coming
cable
in
coming.
through the
Well,
wall.
it's Satan's dickhead. I mean, it's coming into your house, dude. And,
Lop it off in the name of Jesus.
yeah, just exorcise the demons.
Yeah.
And it's the
Honey, go get your loppers. This ends now.
no more sin as he cut it.
Kids, you don't want to see this.
No, No, but even some movies too were
Now here's a copy of The Sandlot. Watch it 50 times.
yeah. Watch The Sandlot. No, but then even some movies were restricted. Did you have any movies that were restricted from you?
All of them. But guess what? When Mom and Dad left,
You
all
watched
of them
them.
got watched.
Yeah.
All of them got
Yeah.
watched. I mean, you tell a kid they're not supposed to do something, that's just like mental note through the Rolodex
I'm gonna do
in
that.
your brain where you're like, okay, file that under R's for Revenge of the Nerds, because as soon as my parents leave, I'm going to come
I'm
back to
watching
that because I know it's rated R.
Yeah.
And it shows boobies
Yeah.
in it.
Hair pie.
Hair pie. In
Nerd!
it shows 80s hair pie in that.
It
movie.
does. It does, dude.
You know, Bush. We've got Bush.
We
And to a homeschool kid who, these are pre-internet days, that's
Yeah.
like a gold bar given to you.
yeah, it's like
That's
it's like this is on TV? Yes.
Oh, this is, find a time when you're alone. That's
Yeah.
all I got to say.
Yeah.
So we come from that background.
Mhm.
We get that. And that's why we are so immature.
yeah. Because we just didn't grow up.
We never
We
grew
weren't
up.
around people.
We were like Michael Jackson. We got deprived of our childhood.
Yep.
Now we're reverting back to it.
Yep. Because we're older now,
Mhm.
and we have microphones,
Yeah.
and you have to listen to everything we say.
No, and I'm like half tempted to name my first kid Blanket.
What?
Yeah, like Michael Jackson.
Get him, Mo. I thought you were saying like your blanket that you had as a kid. Like you were going to tell me its name.
Well.
Oh,
No, that's between me and Blanket.
okay.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to get into that.
As a kid, what was your creative name for your blanket? Blanket.
Blanket. Dumb shit.
Dumb fuck.
I'm tempted to revert back to the state where I build a theme park on my land to draw other kids in and be a kid with me.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
You know.
That'd be awesome.
I'm getting lonely taking pictures of myself on the roller coasters, just me.
Yeah, just
you know what
me.
I mean?
And that's why we want you to come and laugh with us, because that's the point.
Because it gets boring.
Yes, it gets boring, and life is, like we've said it before, life is too serious. Things are being taken way too seriously, and we want you to enjoy our company, enjoy the show, and just ride along with us.
And so we have a man here dressed like a cosmonaut that like it's like one of those space monkeys where they dress him in that suit where it's like they don't get the helmet but they get like
The suit.
the wrap with like the diver's face
Yes.
cut out. And that is Daniel, who we've asked to help produce. Say
Produce
hello,
it.
Daniel.
Hello, how's it going?
Yeah, so every now and again if you hear a weird kind of like post-puberty but not man voice,
Yeah, like a
That-
virgin voice.
that is Daniel, and he's saying he's doing this like keep going motion to me. He wants me to keep going on that. So like
So describe how much of a virgin he is.
yeah,
Is that
like
what he's saying?
I'm not.
What's with the
getting
hand?
in-
I'm not doing that.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So
all right,
I
all
will
right.
not keep going on
Okay,
that. That's
all
what
right.
you meant.
We'll
Okay.
leave. Okay.
So-
the thing across the throat means stop.
Stop.
Oh,
I thought you
okay.
meant like keep going, keep it on a roll.
Daniel, this
You're
is our
doing great.
first. This is our first podcast. Okay, we don't know the fucking production lingo.
Yeah, you're gonna. We should have gone. We should have had a pre-production meeting before
Oh
this.
Jesus,
And
yeah,
maybe talked a little bit.
yeah.
Are we even recording? Are we on, Daniel?
You guys didn't get the pamphlets?
I
nope.
think a sailor took mine because I was handing him out, signing autographs before the show.
I handed mine to a sailor. He spit in it and folded it back up and gave it to me.
Well, that's done.
Yeah, so mine's all spitty,
Yeah.
Lucky
semen
you.
spitty.
Lucky me.
Lucky you.
I will be putting that in your backpack, Daniel. My gift to you. But anyways, he's here, so don't freak out. Don't freak out.
Don't freak out.
There's my fucking flub up of the
There's
day.
the flub it up.
Don't freak out if you hear that voice come in.
Yeah, it is my brother.
Yes.
But just for the record, so it's for history recorded all the time. I have the bigger dick.
That might need to be verified.
Check out our YouTube channel.
Some kind of tube. Yeah. So it will come.
Yeah.
And we'll have sound bites in our future episodes.
Yes.
This is like the seed that just got planted, and we're putting on milk, and we're not sure what to water it with. But then once it gets watered,
And
this
something
show,
starts growing.
it's gonna bloom
Yeah.
into a beautiful penis head.
That was honestly the hardest part about this is we wanted to bring you guys a very well put together show, and we wanted to bring something together that worked. But then when it came time to do the first episode, we were like gridlocked. You know, we couldn't because we really wanted to hit it off on the right foot, and we just figured the best way to do it was just to hit record and just start talking about ourselves.
It was
get to know us.
It was a lot like trying on hiking boots for the first time. One didn't fit. And then this one's a little too cushiony. This one's going to give me bunions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do I really want to hike the trail?
I put them on and I was like, I'm too fat to do this.
Yeah.
So no.
Well, when you walked into REI, they were like, sir, are you
They were
in the
like, are
wrong
you
store?"
looking for the Burger King? Because you're in the wrong place.
Yeah. This is for lean people who've only eaten kale their entire lives.
Yeah.
So can I help you
Are
find
you
something
looking
else?
for a soda dispenser? Because there's not one in this store.
We don't have dehydrated Whoppers here.
Yeah.
So.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, it was a lot like trying on clothes and getting the right fit.
Getting the right fit.
And finding your way out of the little boys section
And into
the men's, but into the smaller men's stuff, like the in-betweens. Like I remember Mervyn's or Macy's or whatever having a section that was like the in-betweens.
Was it like the young males?
No, this is the women's. They had the section. It was called Miss. I think it was called like
Miss.
like
I don't remember
MIS,
that. I don't
because
remember.
you didn't girls clothes shop like I did.
No, I don't. Well, that's right.
I
That's
have
right.
3 sisters, and guess
you're the youngest.
what? Middle kid.
Middle kid. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
I'm
right.
a middle kid.
Middle kid.
And I often got drug along on these just absolute hours-long excursions
Oh, dude.
of sitting outside the women's dressing rooms
Oh
of
my
these
God.
fucking places.
Oh, my
But anyways,
God.
they had like the Miss section, so that's where we were at. We weren't, the young men's Tony Hawk clothes.
No.
We weren't the sophisticated golfers
Golf-
or yacht goers or
Dad
however
clothes,
those clothes are supposed to be worn.
Yeah.
We were the in-between, and they didn't have a section for that, so we had to
No.
kind of create it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's where we're at with that.
And that's where we're at.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to keep going on this journey. We're going to go through lots of worlds and themes. It's going
Yes.
to be freaking awesome. As I mentioned earlier, listener input's going to be key to keeping the show going and afloat.
You are the fuel.
It's going to be like Dirty Jobs towards the end, where Mike Rowe was basically begging
People to tell him
like,
to do
tell him
something.
about their dirty jobs
Yeah.
because they're like, we literally don't have a show
Yeah.
without it.
Without it. Yeah.
And nothing short of just saying that. I think they did say that.
I think they
actually.
literally asked at the end of the show. I remember a couple of them, where he's like, "We need input. We need you to help us."
We suck. We've
Go-
gone through 100.
We've
That's
done
it.
I've literally eaten goat nuts. I don't know what else to do for you people. Like, what can I do?
I've shaved human beings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
I believe so.
I think he has.
I think he has.
But do you want to tell the listeners what kind of their themes they may be?
Well, a little birdie told me there's a Full House episode coming up. Yeah, that's tasty. Like you can wrap your whole entire mouth around
so
that.
rude.
Yeah. I think you mean how rude, but
Oh, sorry.
hey, allow me to step
I
in.
didn't have TV. I was homeschooled.
He was homeschooled.
Yeah.
We'll give him a pass, and that's
Okay.
why.
Russ.
That's why.
Cut it out, man.
Oh,
There he is.
did Uncle Joey just come
Oh,
in here?
shit.
That's who that was sitting over there. Dave Coulier's sitting in now with us, and
Hey, Dave.
he must have caught wind that we're going to have a Full House episode coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So welcome, Dave Coulier.
Hello.
Looking a little older, but that's okay. We all are.
He loves hockey. It's cool.
You know what? We'll give him a pass on that alone.
Yeah. No, he
that
plays
one.
hockey. That's cool.
Every Canadian plays hockey. That's a fact.
Yeah, well, it's in their blood.
Every male. I don't know if the women like to. I know they have women hockey
They
players.
do.
But like every kid, you know how it's like mandatory or whatever?
It's their baseball.
It's their
It-
baseball.
yeah.
It's England's soccer. or football, I should say.
Yeah. Football.
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 I don't think they say it that way in England, but
Oh, I'm sorry.
Uh,
Well, how do they?
just football.
In
Footballers.
English? How do they say it in England?
I think the English
Football.
the English translation for football is football. And then you have American football as well.
Yeah, American
So,
football.
That's how they differentiate the two.
Football.
Football and then
Football.
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 The American language of it.
Or just what it's called, soccer. You know,
We could just call it what it actually
what
is.
it actually is, soccer.
Soccer. Yes,
And-
you
and-
use your foot, but it's actually called
And we can
soccer.
call it what it really is. Too big of a field. Shrink that shit down. It's too much.
Not enough scoring. We want action.
Yeah. More scoring. Make the goals huge.
Yeah.
Put 2 goalies in there.
Make them tiny.
Yeah.
And then just have, like, no goalie.
Oh, that would be good. That'd be good.
How about that?
Yeah, that'd be good.
And then just, like, more penalty stuff, like in hockey, where you just, hey, that guy tripped that guy. Power play.
yeah.
You know?
More balls on the field.
More balls. Giant head mode. You know? Like, just different
They have to wear these giant bobblehead
in the field, like,
Yeah.
like
level.
tilts.
Yeah, tilts.
Like
a
one
certain
way.
So
So-
you have to battle uphill.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
Yes. 8-bit goalies come out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
yeah,
and then,
they're like
like,
cutouts.
there's hockey players on a soccer field. I don't know what's
yeah,
happening.
what the fuck? Where did we end up?
I don't know. But there's rumors of the Full House episode.
Yeah.
There's whispers. A sailor and I were talking before the show
Mm-hmm.
of a possible Jurassic Park episode
Were
coming
you
up.
two just talking? Be honest.
It was Pillow Talk. Does that count?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So there's a lot of themes coming up when relevant. We got
Yeah,
new
we'll
shows. We
use
got
them.
new movies coming out.
Mhm.
And like I said,
Video game episode. We'll
yeah.
do. No, that's all I got.
that's all. And then the show's over.
And that's it.
And then that's
we
it.
got 3.
It was supposed to be a 3-hour tour, and we're like Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
Maybe it goes longer.
Maybe
You know?
too long.
Maybe too long.
Yeah.
Okay, they're asking us now to get into spacesuits. Does that mean anything?
Yeah, they warned me about this.
Okay. Is that normal,
y-
Daniel?
Is it normal?
No.
Okay.
Well, get in them.
get in them. Okay.
They're physically putting me in them.
Yes.
They're dressing me like a toddler.
Like the astronauts get dressed. I've got several people working on me right now.
They're putting a urinary catheter in me right now. It pinches.
It pitches
Yeah,
a
a
little bit.
little bit.
Stings.
Ooh, yes.
I think that one was meant to be a female catheter. And somehow
still works.
Still works. I think I'm freely pissing right now. I don't know. I can't tell. There's just a bag. Does that mean anything? They're saying yes.
They're
It's
saying
good.
it's fine. They're
It's
giving
fine.
us the thumbs up.
It's fine. And I'm surprised the acoustics in this destroyer are as good as they are.
Because this
to be
is a
honest with
fucking
you.
huge mess hall.
Yeah.
It is huge.
Mess hall.
I love the gunmetal
Chow
gray.
hall.
Yeah, chow hall. Sorry. Yeah, is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah. With like the bulkheads on all the doors that like you know when I came in here I probably hit my head 3 times just coming in alone.
Rivets.
It was handmade by Rosie Riveter herself.
Rosie.
American muscle and steel. That's how this thing was
Rosie
made.
Riveter.
She's got the sleeves rolled up, the bandana's tied tight around
Sleeves
her.
rolled up.
She's got
Oil up to her elbows.
she's got a vein on her dick that's bigger than my dick.
Oh my
She
God.
could kick fucking ass. Rosie Riveter,
Rosie Riveter, the American hero.
the American hero. She kept the shit going when our boys were at war.
Yep.
Okay.
She
Whenever
built that
you
shit.
send a salami to your boy in the army,
Yep.
she's the one that packed it up. Handmade salamis, jacked off and everything. Rosie River.
Rosie
River.
That's a different person.
Am I getting them confused?
Yes.
Rosie Riveter is the one who held shit down.
Yeah.
when our-
Rosie River is the one who discovered the Mississippi.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, truly discovered. It's a long line of Rosies.
Rosie Palm. There was all these different ones that were so important in our
In our
history.
history. Lots of Rosies. Lots of them.
She ventured off from the wagon trail.
Yes.
And they were like, "Get back here!" And they're like, "We're leaving." She's like, "There's an entire Mississippi River right here."
We could build towns on this river. It is that big.
Yeah, and that's how they named the river.
And then they burned her as a witch.
They said, "Take that, Mrs. Hippie."
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Wait,
Mrs. Hippie.
that's
They were like,
our
"What do
name."
we call it?
That we were wondering all night around the campfire.
Yeah. What?
We were playing harmonicas and
Yeah.
wolves were howling, and we were eating buffalo chips and doing stuff around the campfire. And then that's we were without a name, just kind of like what we were.
Yeah.
And going back to our lineage, you know
Yeah.
how long it took us to name this podcast
Oh, dude.
was, on the work of dentistry, pulling teeth.
Yeah, it was so hard. It was so hard. Like the names we were trying to come up with that would represent us.
what we wanted to do.
Yeah, and I wish we had the note that had some of the names that I had written out.
Oh, I've got it.
Oh, dude,
It's locked away in a
Okay.
sealed CIA type.
It's protected.
The king's wax candle and seal are on it, and that will be broken out later. When the seal's
tell you-
broken. Which it is the seventh seal.
Yeah.
We don't want to start any kind of weird,
weird end of the world
horseman,
shit.
Yeah,
no.
figurative and literally
end the world
weird
for you
end of
guys.
the world.
Yeah, we'll break it out and we'll read some of them off.
We'll break the seal, and
Some behind the scenes shit.
when the seventh name of the seventh seal is spaken, you will then understand us. I mean,
There
it's
you
like
go.
a paradox. The whole
Oh man,
thing.
it's like a Bible verse.
Well, at that point, when you understand us, there's no more understanding us.
You just
because
understand us.
You understand us, and all is known to
That
man.
is it. All is known.
The rapture.
That happens.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we're diving deep into who we are.
Yeah.
And I talk way too much for comfort. And that's like, when I go back to me as a kid, I had a little Casio radio that in the genius of the 80s, they put a record button on.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually had a microphone built in.
Yeah, you could
where
like
you
talk
could,
right
like-
at it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like do that or record songs off the radio.
Yeah, you would just, and it would play it through the speakers and catch it in the microphone.
A beautiful, beautiful invention.
Mm-hmm.
And so me
Yeah.
talking a lot, I was like, I'll make my own radio show. And I took that thing around, pressed record, and made people say things into it that didn't want to. Forcefully made my own radio show.
Oh man, the holidays must have been great.
I know. I don't know if we did any holiday stuff.
Oh, okay.
But
just randomly.
just, a summer vacation comes to mind.
where
you're
you had it. Yeah.
You're home for weeks on end.
And your parents are like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, pretty much.
Yeah.
But, even in the confines of your own room or rooms, if you have siblings.
What's funny to think about is that how horrible summer vacation was, and then yet we still became homeschoolers. How are we not murdered? How are we not dead right now?
I don't know.
A miracle that we're not dead.
Our guardian angels
Yeah.
have big dicks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Huge
and
swords.
they fight off whoever comes after us.
Tries to
and just
hurt
a
us.
show of dominance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like we were assigned some good ones.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
They're on point.
They're on point, and they're ripped ass mofos who don't give a fuck who comes at them.
No one.
Death, bring it.
Bring it.
And I'm not really actually tempting death right now. That was a joke.
That's a joke.
Yeah. No.
You were saying something about talking too much?
Yeah, something about not shutting up, and the parents getting sick of us giving us a radio, not knowing it had a record button. I don't think they knew that. And I don't think they ever knew or know now that I made a radio show as a kid.
Do you have those recordings?
I think so.
On a cassette?
Of course, cassette. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
a Maxwell cassette.
I don't even know how to transfer that.
That's a little before your time.
Yeah,
too, though, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
did you listen to tapes as a
I
kid?
I did.
You being a few years younger than me?
Yeah, I remember the first tape I ever bought was DC Talk. What's a DC Talk?
Let it rip. DC Talk.
Jesus
Decent Christian talk.
Yeah, decent Christian talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember it was like $3 or something. Oh my god, yeah. And just listening to it all the time until I wore it out. Yeah.
I mean, tapes were the shit.
But CDs were the thing.
They were
like tapes.
They were there at the time.
I could get that tape because I found that amount of change in the street and then bought the tape.
That was the beauty of being a kid.
Yeah, oh, dude.
When you would dig for change in the washer, in the seats of the couch,
Everywhere.
in the gutters of the streets. Somehow there are dimes littering the gutters of the streets.
Somehow.
And it's like candied gold because that's what it leads to. Is if you had a corner store or a neighborhood store, that's where you're taking that shit.
Oh,
you knew
yeah.
exactly how much you had. You knew what it took.
You knew
to get
exactly
a ring pop.
how many ring pops you were going to get, how many Tootsie Rolls, Tootsie Pops.
And I have a dark, deep confession to make. How
Yeah.
many packs of New Kids on the Block cards you could get?
Oh no,
That happened.
That's awesome.
That happened.
That's awesome. Jordan
So-
Knight coming at you.
Oh yeah, Jonathan Knight.
Oh yeah.
He younger brother of Jordan Knight, of course. the rumor was when I was a kid too, because like when you say words like sex or something like that as a
Okay.
kid, that means something.
Yeah.
Is that Jordan Knight had sex with a man,
yeah.
and that was like the taboo of the kid talk of
Yeah.
New Kids on the Block.
Right. That
And
was the dirt.
That was the dirt on Jordan Knight, and
Mm-hmm.
it was like, I still like him.
yeah. Yeah.
Try another tactic of scaring me off of New Kids on the Block.
Yeah. Because he's got the right stuff.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Gonna get to you, girl.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's classic.
But I'm a boy, and I still listen to it.
I still
so
listen.
whatever.
Yeah. That's
Speaking
awesome.
of first
I
tapes,
did not actually before this podcast. I did not know that about you. I did not
that
know
I was a closet New Kids on the Block listener.
Nope.
If you were a kid of that era, I think you were,
Yeah. Yeah.
regardless of sex.
I sex with that's
It
just
didn't
not-
matter. Yeah, it didn't matter.
No.
Well, and me being heavily influenced by all sisters growing up, my older sister had her first tape, I do believe, correct me if I'm wrong, older sister, who I will not name, New Kids on the Block was her first tape.
Nice.
Worn out, literally broken.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you wear a tape down so much, you can actually hear the other side of the tape being played.
Yeah.
Whilst
that.
you
Yeah.
play
You could hear dual songs, and it's kind of like backwards, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like yeah. It's
Yep.
super weird.
Yep.
Super weird.
Or if you're listening to terrible music, that's what it sounds like going forwards.
yeah. Nice.
So anyways, I packed plenty of fuel on our ship.
Yes.
So this can really, it's like a nuclear reactor, Daniel, is it? I know you help with the engineering of this.
It's it's a nuclear reactor.
Okay, yeah. So this is quite dangerous, but it can sustain for many years, right? In light speed travel?
It should be able to sustain for 20 years.
20 years? Okay.
20 years.
Those are the specs. And since Jordan didn't know it, how many people can we hold on this mothership?
Depends. If they like Jordan Knight, we can really shove a lot in there.
Okay.
But
okay. A lot.
A lot.
Jordan was right around the right point. It's 10 to 15.
So if you are listening, you're one of the 10 to 15. It's like the chosen few.
He does
You
it,
are
dude.
in.
No. Yeah.
Congratulations.
No, yeah. And what's funny, Russ? I wanted to come clean about something. Is you asked me to do a lot about building the ship, and I made Daniel do all of it.
Oh.
Yeah, so
well,
that's why he knows more about it.
This
Being his older brother, I tell him what to fucking do.
doesn't surprise me.
Mhm.
I'm a little bit hurt
Okay.
by the lie, but I'll get past it
You look
because
so happy.
because she's so seaworthy. Like she's so
oh,
sturdy.
it's good. Well, Daniel doesn't have a girl, so he can, he can do stuff.
But on our maiden voyage, as long as it doesn't break when we break the bubbly against the hull,
it.
We're good. I think
We're
she's
good.
gonna float.
She'll
like
hold.
that.
She'll hold.
She'll hold. It's
She'll
like
hold.
that movie, The Explorers. Does that ring a bell? Is that a little before your time?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Doesn't ring a
We
bell
won't
to me.
go there.
Okay.
But they build a spaceship. These young men,
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
and that's what we did out of household
See,
parts.
You had Explorers. We had October Sky with Jake Gyllenhaal. He built a rocket.
I want to go into space.
yeah.
He took down the championship of rocket building
Yeah. Yeah.
in
he
that
did.
movie.
He did.
You know what I
He
mean?
did.
Is he like the son of a coal miner in that? I want to say.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
And the coal miner, I think, is dying of cancer.
Black lung.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta be right.
Something like that.
Send the canary down there first, sucker.
Yeah,
you didn't
no.
learn anything.
yeah. Yeah. A bird means something.
You dumb shit. You dumb hunk. You dumb hunk.
I got the black lung.
Got the black lung, daddy.
It's
Did
not
you learn
fu-
anything?
That's not funny.
Did you learn anything, you big hunk?
Yeah. Look at me, you big stud. Look at me.
Look at my face.
I am mad, you hunk.
So I mean, this is digging deep for me to go back into my Gyllenhaal knowledge.
Oh yeah.
But as of late though, he's had a couple good movies.
Oh fuck yeah. Mm-hmm. Like
Prisoners.
Prisoners was good.
Did you see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Prisoners was good. End of Watch was good.
End of Watch, another good one.
Yeah, really good.
Almost plays kind of the same role in those movies.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
still enough to keep me entertained. I'm getting a signal from our producer.
Yep.
Nightcrawler was a great movie.
That's all he has to say.
That's all he
Awesome.
should say.
Thank you.
That
Shut up.
Nightcrawler. I'm yet to see Nightcrawler.
Yeah,
so,
same here.
So that's one I got to put on the list. But no, he has grown into quite a young man, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah.
Although coming from the son of a coal miner who builds championship
Rockets.
all the way up through a badass L.A. street cop, and then
South Central
street cop, and seeing gnarly shit.
Yeah.
And a highly respectable young man, I would say.
Yeah. Except he made the Prince of Persia, which sucked.
But
he was ripped.
I'll give you that. He worked out like the 300 to get to that state of that movie.
I will not take away his workout ethic for that movie, but it's the writing. What can you do?
Yeah. Was that Disney?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's why.
Done.
Yeah.
That's why.
Well, you have a guy with knives that cuts throats, and it's a Disney movie. How?
That's like Sweeney Todd being a Disney movie.
That's like The Devil's Rejects. Touchstone. DreamWorks.
By
Animated Studios.
Yeah, exactly. Made by LucasArts.
Yeah. Human Centipede 3 by Disney this fall. Jesus Christ.
I saw a great tweet, and I think actually Understanding Us retweeted it. God, I want to give credit where credit's due. I can't remember who tweeted it out, but it said, it was Conan O'Brien, and
Conan
it said,
O'Brien, yeah.
Whose ass do I have to kiss to get into the new Centipede movie? Human Centipede movie.
That's awesome.
And
I love that
you
guy.
just have to go to our website and see the retweet like we did it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't us, but hey, we'll take credit for it.
We'll take it.
That's kind of weird, the whole retweet thing. Like you're almost like if you're not directly passing it on, it's like you're saying it, right?
If you said it before. If it's funny, it's funny.
It's funny. And that leads me perfectly into there's going to be a lot of, quote, recycled shit on this show. Guess what? We're living in probably the 10th age of recycled material.
Yeah.
We're only in an age that has recording mechanisms and that you can hear everything.
Yeah.
And
at your fingertips.
There, you couldn't say a word if you weren't recycling nowadays.
Yeah.
So it's not intentional. It's
No.
purely situational. Yeah. And if you hear a movie quote, sorry. Sorry. It's not. It's just what it is.
It's funny and it makes us laugh, and we hope it makes you laugh and you get it. That's really what we're doing. That's it.
Yeah.
So, and it boils down to this: if it's funny, it's funny.
It's fucking funny.
It's fucking funny. So there you go.
And my friend Jordan is fucking funny.
Thank you.
That's why he's here.
That's why.
No
I'm
other
here.
reason.
Nope. It's not for the dick. It's not for anything else other than that I
could give two shits
funny.
About the guy otherwise.
Yeah,
but
Nope. Yeah, not really a good person.
That's what he brings
Yes.
to the table. So
I just bring a certain kind of spice.
Yeah.
That is all on my own.
But
Jordan blend.
I just want to interject. You guys were wanting to talk about how get the audience to know your personalities. I just wanted to let the audience know Jordan, my older brother, for the longest time was trying to convince me that I was a robot that my parents bought for him as a toy, and he would sneak up behind me and act like he was punching in numbers like into a keyboard on my back.
Oh, like Little Wonder, the TV show.
I had to reset. You weren't obeying me. I had to reset your obedience application.
Yeah, that's to me when you can convince a younger brother full on that he's a robot. That's a standing ovation.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much.
The house is on its feet right now because my hat is off to the conviction in your voice that it must have taken to actually pull off such a stunt.
I tried so hard and for so long to convince him he was a robot. I wouldn't have let him jump off the roof or anything like that, but you're
bionic, bro. Go fucking jump in front of that semi.
Lift this car.
You can.
You could stop that with your arm. Do it. No.
You're unbreakable.
No. Here's a little side tangent here. I was messing with Daniel as I often do, and we had moved to a new house, and it was really late at night, and something funny about me is right before I go to bed, I don't remember shit in the morning. So I could say a bunch of shit and not remember it in the morning, which has caused lots of problems with me and my wife. I'm sorry, Heather. So I'm messing with Daniel, and he's like, "Shut up! I want to go to bed. Shut up!" And I'm like, the next door neighbor that we just moved into over here, he's a child molester. I say
What?
that to him, and he goes dead quiet, and I'm just like, and as I'm falling asleep, I'm like, okay, tell him it's a joke, tell him, and I'm out, and then I wake up and totally forget I told him that I forgot for years, totally for years, until Daniel mentions it like.
That he'd been going over to his house after that.
No, that Daniel was like, yeah, you told me there was a child molester. And my dad was so pissed when he found out like years later, and he was like, you jackass. And I was like,
your dad probably killed you.
Oh, dude. Well, this was like a year ago, so he was like, dude, my dad was like, if I would have found out, I'd have killed you. But I was like,
But since you're an adult man now, we can let it go.
But see, the thing is, though, if it's funny, you get away with murder. So, you know what I mean? So
that's a good tactic, young people listening to the show.
That's how I've lived my entire fucking life.
If it's funny, hey, you can get away with murder, literally.
I stepped on my sister's birthday cake and made it funny.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Oh, my.
Her, 6th birthday, dude. It said, happy foot day, Becky. I put my foot right in it, and what's funny is I'm in the car.
Asshole.
I know. What a joker.
Don't make me.
What a joker.
Who was that?
What?
There's people walking around the mic saying stuff in voices.
I don't know. Yeah.
What a joker.
Get away from my mic, sir.
Sir, thank you. Put the cigarette out. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I remember being in the car, and I was 7 years old, and my dad's like, he's like, hey, Jordan, make sure you don't step on that cake. And in my, arrogant head, I was like, Dad, how am I going to step on this cake? Come on now. And I remember taking the step and missing it and stepping right in the cake. And I remember his eyes in the rearview mirror looking at me, and it was like, I'm dead. That's it. I'm dead. That's the last thing I see before I die is my dad's red eyes. Like, you son of a bitch.
They were red.
And he's like, what did I just tell you? But what's funny.
It was like the eyes of Jafar whenever he comes into
when he turns into a genie. And,
yeah.
And what's funny is, they brought it in, and my dad kind of downplayed it, and everyone just laughed. And that's when I was like, I can do anything.
It's me who's unbreakable.
It's me.
This whole time, I'm the robot.
It's me. Yeah. I'm bionic.
Yeah. Oh, man. That is a good tactic. If I ever, God forbid, my worst nightmare, get in front of a judge where I'm pleading for my freedom, I'm just going to make him laugh.
Yeah. No, at least you'll get a nice room or something, if you make him crackle.
Although, probably not true, because I know you were with me when I was watching that video the other day. There was a courtroom scene, and probably, I don't know how, there's 4 defendants there getting tried at once, but that's our court system anyway.
Yeah.
There's a guy on the stand, and he's talking to the judge, and somebody rips a gigantic fart.
Oh yeah,
and
the judge's like, "Are you kidding me?"
The judge is like, "What was that?" To me, I guess if it's a human function, whatever. But it was kind of loud.
It was.
And,
he did it on
the guy did it on purpose.
He lifted his leg. He wanted to fart on that courtroom.
He did, and the judge stops everything.
If he wasn't handcuffed, he would have shit right on that chair.
Yeah, he was riding the line.
No, that part was
the
epic.
RPMs were in the red.
Yeah,
and he was riding a line there that only a convicted he would do.
Let's all be honest. If you're going away for life, why not?
These didn't look like life though. There was 4 of them there at a time. This was a community service hearing or something.
Yeah.
And he got the judge's attention in the wrong way. So maybe you, with your gift, could get off.
I could.
But not me.
Well, I could get off and also make them laugh.
And then also make the judge laugh after you get off in the courtroom.
Absolutely.
It's all part of the penal system, this whole thing.
The penile fellatio system. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, the California fellatio system.
The Fellatio Act is 93.
Yeah.
In our penile system.
Yeah. I mean, it took precedence over the O.J. Simpson trial at the time.
Yes, it did.
Put that on hold to pass the California Fellatio Act.
Yeah. They were like, wait, he's running away in a white Bronco? Wait.
the court is booked.
Wait.
We're working our way through this new law.
We are
that
working
we've
our
written.
way down and up this fucking fellatio act. Up and down. It's a fucking roller coaster.
Yeah.
You know, so. But they finally got
would
it
you
passed.
say that case got overworked to the point where it just blew up?
I think it got... They got overworked.
It like blew up in their face,
Yeah.
which was weird.
all
Like
over,
the whole thing
all over,
backfired.
Like, backfired right into their face. Yeah, they were like, this fellatio act just...
And you know what's weird? It got
Well,
no
it was a
TV
really,
coverage either.
Well,
Because of
you
the
have
OJ
to,
trial.
You have to realize it was a sticky situation. This,
This is getting to dad joke level here.
yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
Take it down a notch. We got to lower it down a little bit.
The Honorable Judge Penis residing over it, of course.
There you go.
And Judge Ito, too. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like
yeah.
in a sidebar for advice and whatever at the
Right.
time. He was the celebrity judge of the time.
Right.
So he kind of presided over all the courts of America.
Yeah.
And like if a judge was getting out of line, he'd kind of pull him to the
He'd be
side.
like, "Hey, man."
Big brother, hey,
Yeah.
buddy, you're kind of
I've been judging for a long time.
Yeah, I've been judging.
I've been ruling over people's lives for a
I've
while.
been putting the judge on for
Yeah.
quite a while.
You see how long my robe is?
I'm pretty good at what
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
So
Kind of a
this
big
is-
deal.
This is kind of what you shouldn't
Yeah.
step on my dick
Yeah.
here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just step back.
Bitch.
Yeah. You know?
Okay. But yeah, no, at that time, I don't know. Do you remember the O.J. Simpson trial at all?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. How like infatuated I was with Judge Ito at the time.
Well, what's funny is I was really young. So
Yeah.
who the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah. The judge.
No, I
Me,
know,
you know.
I know who we're talking about.
His first name isn't Judge.
No, I know.
He is a judge. Yeah.
I know who we're talking about.
okay.
I'm just messing
All
around.
As am I.
As am I.
Yeah. He kind of like took center stage in that for
Yeah.
me.
Well, what's funny, what I really remember about it was I was in school and it was such a big deal that in the middle of learning, the teachers were like, enough. And they turned on the TVs and watched the sentencing, you know?
Yeah.
And I just remember like, because I was in a rural area, you know, a lot of people shaking their heads. You know? So,
Yeah.
you
well,
know, I was like,
my class cheered when he got acquitted.
oh, okay.
So-
yeah, it was weird. It was very. I remember being like, "Why is this on? I'm a child." You know, like I don't know what the
This
fuck's
is important
happening.
in our history, kids.
Yeah, I was like,
So is this Challenger space shuttle blowing up. Watch it.
yeah,
I was
it's
like,
that
I
is
don't want to
sad.
watch that shit.
That is fucking sad.
Yeah, it happened though.
No,
dude.
it did. Yeah, I've seen it.
You play it in the classrooms because it was of importance at the time. Hey, dude, anything that got me out of class,
Yeah,
I was for. So
Yeah.
I was for it. And like whenever we'd have like a guest speaker or somebody come to our gymnasium to come talk, it was like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm playing on the ground with my friends instead
Yeah.
of going into class, you know,
Yeah.
for SSR.
this is awesome.
You know,
Yeah.
like it wouldn't matter what it was. It was just not being in class,
In
obviously,
class.
like a kid
Right.
would want to do.
Right.
And I remember one where, like, this is actually the one I remember. All the other ones I don't remember. I don't even know what they were for. But this, like, ex-gang member
okay.
came and around. He was, like, doing a tour, and he was talking to all these school kids, trying to get them to not go into gangs. I think. The thing that I remember
He
about
was
the
recruiting.
whole thing, he was recruiting. He was noticing the little kids with the LA tattoos by their eyes. You
Yeah,
know,
he's
he's
like,
like,
"Yep.
he's like, hey, buddy,
Talk
come
to
see
me."
me after.
Yeah,
Yeah, the trunk of my car.
yeah.
You know what I mean? No, he had gotten out of a gang and he goes, yeah, he holds up his hands. He's like missing most of his fingers on one of his hands.
no.
I'm like, man, what did he do? Get in a shootout? No, and this is the only one reason I remember this because it's so odd and weird. Otherwise, I'm fucking off with my friends on the gymnasium floor.
Right.
He goes, I was part of a gang that took over a compound area, large area, where apparently they had tractors,
Oh my
enough
god.
land and stuff to have tractors. Anyways, he was blowing up a tire of a tractor, like with air,
Yeah.
and overinflated it, and it blew him backwards and blew off his fingers.
Oh Jesus.
So it wasn't cool at all.
Oh.
But was it impactful? Yes, it was. Because
You remember
every
that.
time I fucking blow up my tires, dude, I'm thinking about blowing off my fingers like
Yep.
that gang member did.
Yep.
That hard-nosed gang member who blew off his fingers on a tractor
Yep.
tire. But moral of the story is, get out of class every chance you get.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
O.J.
Enjoy those.
Simpson trial or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just stare at Judge Ito
You know
the whole
what's
time.
funny? You know what's funny is I do kind of. I remember that feeling as well of being like, I don't have to do this math test. Okay, I'll watch the screen. Sweet.
It's field trip day.
And then it was like, oh, recess? Sweet.
Yeah.
Because all the parents were mad. I don't know, dude. It was weird.
Yeah. This was homeschool?
No. This was public. Yeah. This was my parents
Yep.
shaking their heads. No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
And the other kids, in the class being
Yeah.
your stuffed animals.
Yeah. My sister and my brother.
Yes.
Yeah. Prom was weird.
Prom was a bitch.
Yeah.
The whole prom night thing.
I did go to prom. I just, I don't want this to be recorded forever. And this guy didn't go to prom? Or he went with his sister? No, I did.
I'm going to verify right now on the air that he went with his sister. I've seen the pictures.
Oh, my God.
Forever. Everyone, every 10th person that listens to this show will know
That I went to prom.
that you
with
went to
my
prom
sister.
with your sister.
Awesome.
Fish Enchantment Under the Sea dance. I don't remember what it was called.
It's something like that.
Something your parents did up with beautiful decorations. I saw it. I saw the picture. And beautiful tux, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
And even for a homeschool dance,
Yeah.
As you call it.
I took sewing.
Those were made at home too?
Yes.
The cummerbund.
Oh,
Man.
It was
The layout on that
Yeah.
must have taken you all school year.
it was actually from an old sofa at a thrift store.
it
Yeah,
was.
I bought one cushion.
Something out of Napoleon Dynamite is
Yeah,
what I imagine for that.
Yeah.
That fucking leisure suit thing he buys out there. Oh, man.
The part I relate most to in that movie is when he puts that scythe through the belt loop of his pants, because I've done that with playing as a kid with sticks and
Just
stuff.
to see, the
Like-
way he looks down at, what it
Well,
looks like on him.
It just shows that every boy wants to be a warrior. Like, you want to have a sword. Like, why not?
Don't apologize for being a man.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
God,
if we
no.
want weapons, it's going to happen.
We're going to have them.
But the way he looks down at, what other people would see with him.
Yeah, like he's trying to see, like
the way he...
Like, how do I look with this on
yeah,
me?
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, hey, listen, we're going to wrap it up here. My
Mm-hmm.
producer's giving me this wrap-up thing. I'm thinking it's not the cutthroat thing. It's actually... Okay. So... He's actually wanting us to kind of wrap it up.
Wrap
here.
it up.
So,
Okay. That's wrap it up.
There are people working on me taking off my zippers, man. I've gotten it had the cooling system in this suit, but I've gotten kind of overheated.
You know what's funny
feel a little red
is
in the
I'm
face.
starting to enjoy the catheter.
Yeah. Maybe leave that
Maybe
in.
leave that, guys. Leave that in.
Or just clip it and just to where it's like you can hook it up at home to
yeah.
whatever
Can I get one to go home?
Ziploc setup
Thank
that
you.
you have there.
Yeah.
And so we have a website. We want you to go to it.
Please.
You can download our podcast on it. You can find us on iTunes. You can find us on Stitcher. Our website is understanding-us.com.
Mm-hmm.
Go there to find all our social media on Twitter at UU Podcast, Understanding Us Podcast on Instagram, and soon to have a Facebook by the time you listen to this. If you're on Facebook, as stupid and shitty as it is. Shit ass. Is it Australian?
What?
Facebook.
No.
Oh, okay, because it's bringing out the Australian
In
Outback
your-
slick hang.
Yeah.
Slick
That's
hang.
it's,
Holy shit!
it's time to wrap it up.
It is. Our
Slick
producer
hang.
was right.
Yeah.
The
That's no rules, just right.
The Outback hick slang is what I think I wanted to
Shick
say, but my mind
Could I?
overruled it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can find all that stuff on our website, because who the fuck's gonna remember that? To be honest with you.
Right. Just check out the website.
Check it out. Drop us a line
Please.
and let us know what you want to hear
guys.
us
Thank
talk
you.
about. And stick around after our music on every show. We're going to do this every show. We're going to have a little thing called What Did We Learn?
Yeah.
Hope you like it. This is us signing off for now.
Yep. Thank you for listening.
Thanks, guys.
Here's what we learned today on Understanding Us. Number 1, Russ thinks the Watchmen is the Kingsman. Number 2, cable television is the devil's penis. Number 3, Russ shopped in the Miss section of Mervyn's. Number 4, I learned the proper pronunciation of football. Number 5, Russ made a radio show that I really hope sounded like this.
It's the Big Texas Meadow Show.
Number 6, Jordan Knight had sex with a man. Number 7, Judge Ito is sexy as hell. Number 8, Dad's eyes are red. Number 9.
What a joker.
Number 10, Russ on the footage of the Challenger explosion. I don't want to watch that shit. Number 11. Tractor tires will eat your fingers. Number 12. I need to work on my Australian slick hang.
Bringing out the Australian Outback slick hang. Slick
That's
hang.
This has been Understanding Us. Thanks for listening.